In the middle of the forest in Britannia there was a very small village named Balthan. People worked hard for a living, and the king made its best for its people. One day a young man arrived to Balthan in search for a job as a knight. He wanted to honor his family by working for the nobles. His name was Will. He arrived to the village and went to the castle to present himself to the king and to offer his services. When he was in the castle, he saw the king's daughter, Princess Tania, and he immediately fell in love with her. He found her majestic, with her pink dress and her brown hair. Will immediately approached her and started to talk to her. Since the moment he saw her, he knew he wanted her and nobody else. The Princess Tania also fell for him immediately. As the days went by, they were more and more in love with each other. Will even gave her a squirrel for her 18th birthday. One day he went to the castle to visit her, but he didn't find her. He looked for her everywhere, but Tania was nowhere to be found. As he was in his way to the king to tell him that his daughter had disappeared, a fairy godmother appeared. He couldn't believe when he saw a short woman with wings and a magic wand. She told him not to be scared, but she was there to tell him that he needed to save Tania from an evil witch who had kidnapped her to kill her. She told him that he needed to cross the forest in order to get to the cave in which the witch had the Princess Tania. So the journey began. Will went to the forest in search of the cave where her beloved Tania resided. He was all worried about what would happen. He imagined the worst. When he was walking, he heard some rare noises as if something was approaching him. Suddenly, he saw a big dragon flying towards him, but he managed to not touch him. He presumed the witch had sent the dragon to kill him, since it's not common for a dragon to attack someone with no reason. Will had no option. He had to defeat the dragon, or else her beloved one was going to die because he couldn't rescue her. They began fighting. The huge green dragon attacked first. He was doing his best, and he wasn't going to give up, because giving up was Tania's sure death. Thinking Tania gave him strength, and he gave the dragon a big punch and left him unconscious on the floor. He had won the battle, but not the war. Yet. He was running through the forest in search of a cave when he finally found it. He entered slowly, waiting for a surprise attack of the witch, but there was nothing. At the very end of the cave, he saw the princess. He started to walk to that direction, but then the witch appeared. The witch punched him and Will fell to the ground. Will wasn't going to let anyone to keep him from rescuing Tania. He was already so close. He stood up and tackled the witch, which, out of the sudden, she became an ugly black crow. The crow released itself from Will and flew away from the cave into the sky. Will went running towards Tania, and they hugged for a very long time. They both then returned to the palace, where they would start life together. As for the witch, no one really knows what happened to her, if she's still a cow or if it was just Will's imagination. But some say one day she may return, and full of revenge.